Hello there. Welcome to the world of Pokemon. My name is Oak. People refer to me as the Pokemon Professor. This world is inhabited far and wide by creatures called Pokemon. And if you want to know how people tend to interact with these Pokemon, well, some people keep them as companions. As for myself, I study Pokemon as a profession. Why don't you tell me about yourself? Well, I see that they've given me the option here of having light or dark skin colors. That's good, Japan. You're making progress. You're not as out of touch as I thought. Of course, you gave us that option starting in what? X and Y, I think. So good on you, Japan. This boy here is your friend and rival who has grown up right next to you. What was his name now? We're gonna go with Tyler because that's who I grew up with. Good old tidy boy. I see his name is such and such. Rick, my boy, your very own Pokemon tale is about to unfold. Yes, a world of dreams and adventures with Pokemon await. Let's go! Wakey, wakey. Yes, hands. Those are indeed hands. You have hands. Congratulations. It's a bit of weird. It's a weird choice. Have him look at his hands. That's supposed to signify me being in the game and me looking at my hands because I'm too cynical for that crap. We have an adventure ahead of us. I don't want to wait on that garbage. Now, I will tell you folks this. I'm not covering this game the way I intended to cover it. I'm not covering it the way I wanted to cover it. The day the game came out, I sat down and I recorded every bit of gameplay that I did. And I was opting to play maybe 20 minutes a day for the show, but it's a new game and it's a Pokemon game. I didn't want to limit myself to just being stuck to playing 20 minutes a day. Come on, are you kidding me? That's hot garbage. So I started just playing for an hour, a little over an hour session, recorded it, thought I'll go back and record the dialogue later. I've done that in the past when I found myself in a sticky situation, but these episodes take up a lot of room on an already ancient hard drive, so ultimately I was forced to do things an alternative way. This game, you know, take it or leave it, you know, do what you want with it. I love it. It's it's a Kanto adventure in HD. It's what we always wanted. And though I'm not particularly crazy about the Pokemon Go aspects of it, they're not without their charm. So I don't really think I have. I think the only complaint that I have is that when I play in handheld mode, there are some frame drops. So I don't know why. I don't know what's happening there. I don't know if that's a Game Freak issue or a Nintendo Switch issue. So I've always assumed it was the hardware because I could tell that the game, like Ultra Sun and then Sun and Moon, they were trying to push the limits of what the 3DS unit could do. And Nintendo had to keep releasing newer units with more power. And You know, here we are with the Switch, which is like an infinitely better 3DS, or more powerful 3DS, I'm to understand. And we're looking at a situation where frame drops? I don't know, man. It just seems unfortunate that in 2018 we're going to have a game, you know, a simple game like this. This is not a Call of Duty or some game that's coming out on all the systems and the PC that requires a ton of developers and a ton of graphical power and computing power. It's a simple Pokemon game on a Nintendo platform. So again, not to diminish the hard work. I'm sure it's extremely difficult to make a game. It's just, I don't know. I think we made it, what, 4 or 5 episodes in before I had to reboot it because of technical difficulties. I guess I'll just go with technical. Yeah, I'll go with technical difficulties. And, blame it on that. Even though it was me just wanting to play through my save and say, fuck it. So what we're doing is we're playing a backup save file because Pokemon's never allowed more than one save at a time, but since it's a Switch game, I just created a second user on my Switch. So I have my own personal save file that I'm playing through. Then I have this one that I can play for YouTube for you guys. They're definitely similar. All the naming conventions will be the same. It was a female Pikachu on both saves. I named it Jules on both saves, and I'll follow somewhat of the same path. Now, in my own personal game, I've gotten to Fuchsia City so that I can interact with Pokemon Go, and that's as far as I've gotten so far. So what I may do is focus on recording these episodes and trying to get caught up. When we get caught up, we can switch over to my save. Maybe. I doubt it. Because I can go and chill over on the couch and play my own copy in docked mode and chill out and watch YouTube videos and vegetate like a boss. This, on the other hand, requires me sitting at my desk. It requires attention constantly. It eats up time, so it's a whole production when you're doing a Let's Play, as opposed to just chilling over there on the couch and playing something for your own entertainment. So I apologize to anyone that might be miffed about me starting over on Pokemon, but looking at the views just aren't there. So, I mean, we have 28 subscribers, most of which are not watching the content, which I'm to understand is an old problem on YouTube. I've been told that's not new. That's always been an issue. The Pokedex. Yep. Good old Pokedex. So these are definitely... they're remakes of Yellow version, but in a lot of ways it's not. In a lot of ways it's its own beast, if that makes sense. We'll find a very detailed data. Catch to gather the most. Oh, we will. We will. You guys taking in all this dialogue? It's so important. Well, that's out of the way. You caught it yourself. That's amazing. Should call your new friend, Jules. That's a lovely Pokemon. How energetic. I suppose that means you two will be setting off. Yes, Mom. As a matter of fact, we will. All right. Oh, man. Don't squeak, don't squeak, don't squeak, don't squeak, don't squeak. Okay. I had to move the microphone and I was like, don't squeak. Alright, Rattata. I'm very sad I deleted all that footage. I'm so upset with myself. I could have just combed through it, picked out enough parts to make episodes. Instead, I'm having to replay all these segments. Well, it's a fun game, so at least it won't take that long. And I've also learned my lesson. I'm not going to record the game footage without the dialogue at the same time. Chew on anything with its fangs. If you see one, you can be certain that 40 more are something. That went by too fast. I was zoned out. Dun, 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 dun. Oddish. What's up, little buddy? Excellent. Boop. Learned quick attack. It may be mistaken for a clump of weeds. If you try to yank it out of the ground, it shrieks horribly. Well, no, don't do that. I wonder in the Pokemon world if it's harder to plant a garden. Just simply based on all the Pokemon. Because Pokemon are huge, you know. But Caterpie compared to a caterpillar in our world, no contest. Well, that went by too fast. I didn't get to read the thing. I'm an idiot. That's not the right menu. No. Stop it, Eric. Get it together. Okedex. Alright. Pidgey. Very docile. If attacked, it will often kick up sand to protect itself rather than fight back. Whoop-de-doo, and a whoop-de-doo, and a whoop-de-doo, and a whoop-de-doo. We should probably change this to fast. Get that over with. Yes, that'll do. Will we be able to get the Oddish? We got the Oddish! Yay! Alright, so at this point you guys should get it. We can no longer battle wild Pokemon to weaken them in order to catch them. We just have to huck Pokeballs at them and hope they stay. What'd you find, little buddy? What'd you find? Raspberries, that's right, they find berries and stuff. Just happily staring at the flower. You like the flowers? Huh? Is that a thing you like? Why back so soon? Well, because the game told me I had to. That's why. Well, look who came crawling back. No, you have, Tyler. That's fine timing. Delivered some very handy items. Raspberries. What's with the raspberries? Don't eat them. They're not for you, haircut. Well, the way he's designed, it looks like he's wearing a helmet with spikes on it. It does not look like hair. We never understand the Japanese and their fascination for hairstyles that nobody has. Make a real person. I'd always hoped Pokemon would remain its own style, because if you look at the original artwork from like the late 80s and through the early 90s, when it was extremely early on in its conceptual phase, the art was vastly different from what you see today. Granted, anime was also vastly different from what you see today. Today it's hot garbage. And don't at me on Twitter about that, because you'll get no response. Boing. Alright. I'm just gonna thundershock you into submission. Because Rises. With all this being said, though, I've done a bang-up job here. Year 2, and I'm already making the same mistakes that I made in year 1. How glorious. I was hesitant. I'll tell you this. I was hesitant to play blue version before. Simply because RPGs, I assume they do better on Twitch. I assume so much. I don't know. I don't guess I've ever watched any YouTubers play an RPG all the way through. So, I don't know what to expect. Let's battle again sometime. But RPGs feel like they would take way too long. Alright. Well, I guess we're all done here in Pallet Town. That part of our journey is over. We have tiptoed outside the door. I'm getting increasingly sleepy. Because it has been busy. Pika, pika, pika.
Pikachu. Pika, pika.
Eat it. Okay, we can pet you. I just have to figure out. There we go. To figure out how I'm going to hold this controller for the duration of this playthrough, because this Pokeball isn't as comfy as I thought it would be. I had a hair in my mouth. There you go, sport. Now you're just like me. We have our baseball caps. We're ready to go. Legends Lone Robo Scares. Pound Town that way. Got it. Hey, Mr. Tutorial. I'll take a free potion. I'm not too proud to accept a free potion. Oh. The kid must have went and got his Pokemon. He's ready to fight now. Alright. Junior. Youngster Ronnie. These kids and their Rattata. I'm just gonna Thunder Shock the whole time. There's not really anything else I can do. Just pop, pop, pop. I can fight with this stupid strap on my wrist, though. That's the thing I can do. He's so devastated. He can't figure out how he lost. What do you want? Masuda, you gotta knock this shit off. We know how to play a Pokemon game. Who are these people you think have never seen Pokemon before? That's what I want to know. Where are these mythical, non-existent people who have no idea what Pokemon is, who never played it before? Because for 20 years, every time you release a game, you gotta add an hour of tutorial. You gotta add all these annoying rivals and side characters to tell me things I already know. They really need to divide Pokemon into two parts. There needs to be... we need a difficulty thing for veterans versus returning trainers. You know what I mean? It just doesn't make any sense to me. It's so stupid.